What's up, y'all? It's Jamaica here. I'm back with another video. And today we are doing hair wrap tutorial. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so as you know, well, you may or may not know, I shaved my hair starting fresh or whatever. So to achieve the hair wrap scarf look that I prefer, I usually have a base. To make my base, I usually use like a small little head wrap, like a thin one. I make a little ball at the top of my head, and then I just put a stocking cap on top of it, and it secures it. That way, no matter if the wind blows too hard, no matter if you get in a little tussle, it ain't going nowhere. All right, so first things first, before you use your actual scarf that you're going to use as your scarf look, I always use an underscarf. Personally, I like the look of it being taller, bigger. I have like a bigger face, so I prefer my scarves to be a little bit bigger. Some days I do them smaller, but I prefer, like, as an everyday hair wrap tutorial or everyday hair wrap style, I prefer them to be kind of taller. They say, girl, the higher your hair is to God, the closer you are to God. So, baby, we're trying to be close to God around here. Anyway, this is just a maxi, what's the name of this material? Girl, I don't forgot. It's a maxi scarf, whatever. And I just use this as my base. So here, I'm just wrapping it around the front, crisscrossing it, kind of pushing the bun up a little bit because I like my bun to be a little bit high in the middle. And then I just tie it. So I wrap it around the back, wrap it to the front, tie it. Honestly, if you just run into the store real quick, you can stop here, girl, if you want. Like, you don't have to add anything else. You can stop right here. This is the vibe if that's what you're going for. So today we're going to use an InCar wrap style scarf. It is, I believe, 72 inches long, so it's pretty long. Here you go. It's really long. It's about 22 inches wide, I believe. So first things first, I put mine in the middle. So I have equal amounts on each side, I just lay it across the top of my head. Ankara style, African style wax material is very stiff. So, and the stiffness actually helps with making it give it that particular look that you're going for. Sometimes you may not want it to be stiff because you may want it to be a little bit looser. It's more easier to maneuver. And if that is the case, you can always pop it in the dryer and that'll soften it up a little bit. But a lot of times it's stiff, it's going to be stiff, especially if it's new. So here I just take it and I make sure it's covering my ears. I prefer my ears covered when I'm doing my scarf styles. If you don't want them covered, girl, put them ears out. But I like mine's covered. And then I just do the same method, crisscross in the front, bring it to the back, crisscross it again in the back. And basically whichever way you want it to lay, that's how you do it. So here we are crisscrossing it in the back. And then you bring it to the front and you tie it. Depending on how long your scarf is and how big your bun is underneath, or how big your other scarf is underneath, that's going to determine how it ties in the front. So because I have that makeshift bun that I made with the stocking cap, plus I have another scarf underneath it, it's not that much material. And if you're a lock girl, if you got some box braids, if you got a lot of hair, that's actually perfect for this method because it gives you that volume that you need underneath the scarf. So here you go. This is all done. This is perfect for everyday wear. It's perfect for if you are a hijabi and you want to throw a hijab on top, or if you want to wrap a scarf around it, you can do so. So sometimes you'll see me and I'll have it like this, and it just adds like an extra little pizzazz, an extra little oomph, if you will. You can take the bottom scarf and kind of you know, if you're going for more coverage, have your earrings showing, girl, do your thing. So that is my everyday go-to style or whatever for African Ankara designs. Now, when I'm just out in these streets, child, going to the grocery store with the kids, I ain't got time for this stiff scarf because these scarves are really stiff. Mind you, I prefer like jersey knit scarves when I'm, you know, trying to get down and dirty, when I'm actually doing something. So for that case, I have a jersey scarf. This is actually not a scarf. This was some material that I had got for an outfit, and I turned it into a scarf because it was a lot left over. So as far as the measurements, I'm not sure. However, this is much longer than the InCar scarf, so it has more of a give, and you're able to tie it a lot higher if you want to, or the bun can be bigger with this particular thing. So if you're a beginner scarf wearer, a beginner turban girl, you can always go to Joann's because that's where I got it from. Ask for some jersey material. You can play around with the material, play around with the fabric, see which one you prefer, and just have them cut it. You can take them a scarf that you already have that you like the length of, and they can cut it to match that particular scarf. So here is my everyday gray scarf. Y'all done probably saw this scarf so many times, child, if you follow me on Instagram, because when I say everyday scarf, honey, I ain't playing. This is my everyday scarf. I love this scarf so much. I wash it every time I wash clothes because it's just a vibe. So for me, jersey ties the best. It looks the best. It's always like a sleek look, and I just love it. And I'm over here just tying it away. Okay, so for this particular style, it's basically the same look as the InCar style. I'm going in with the same base, so I'm not touching my base. My base is still as is. And we're just gonna go ahead and tie it the same way. So we're gonna take the middle, have equal parts on each side, lay it across the top again. Then I go and I take it from the back and I pull it across the front. Here you wanna fix it however you like. If it's too much fabric on your ears, you kind of fix it, because this scarf is so big. Sometimes I do have to play around with it because it'll be like a lot of fabric on the ears, and that's kind of uncomfortable as the day goes. So then you just do the same method. You crisscross it, tongue sisters, crisscross it in the front, bring it to the back, and you want to do it as smooth as as you prefer, because honey, when I'm out, I don't like having to keep readjusting my scarves. Like sometimes you have to readjust when you don't have hair underneath. If you are a girl with a lot of hair underneath and you don't have to use all these extra bases like I do, child, it's cool. But when you shaved all your hair off like me, I don't even know how many times I cut my hair, y'all. That's another day, another story for another day. But when you have cut your hair so often and when you don't have any hair underneath, you're going to have to readjust because there's nothing to hold the other scarves true underneath. So quite naturally, the more and more you move, the more you move your head, getting in and out of the car, picking up two babies like I have, you're going to have to readjust. So I'm just doing it like this, like so, in the front again. And then you can either tie it right here, or you could take what you have left and keep going to the back. Since it's not that much left, I'm gonna just go ahead and tie it here. Tie it as tight as I can without it hurting. And then I'm just gonna tuck the back of these. See, tuck it, just like that. And I'm gonna tuck this side basically the same way. Oop. And when I tuck it so that it's not like coming off. So if anything, if I have to readjust, it's more so because of the underscarf, not because of the one on top, because this particular material, this jersey material, once you tie it, y'all, it's not going nowhere. That's why this is my everyday one, because it's literally going to stay in place. The underneath one is going to move because it's not the same material. And I've tried using jersey scarves underneath, it's the same because there's no hair attached to it. In my case, it's going to move. But if you have hair, like I said, you know, you're good to go. So this is my everyday look, y'all. This is it. Like, literally every time someone sees me, they'll stop me and be like, oh my God, how did you do that? Or like, just in everyday conversation, people be like, well, how do you tie your scarves? Y'all, it's so simple. Literally so simple. I have been wearing scarves for as long as I can remember, honestly. I've always been the type that enjoyed playing around with my hair. I shave it off all the time. I just do different things. At one point, I was a consistent hijabi. So I was wearing scarves every day. So, you want to switch it up. So this is my everyday look if I want to go for the turban look. Now, I also, y'all, it didn't came off. And I'm going to say all that it don't come off. I didn't tuck it very well because of the video. Because, I'm trying to speed it up. But here it is. But in the event that happens, you just tuck it again. But next time, just tuck it really well. So that it won't. Now it's not going nowhere because I really tucked it. I also like to do another look for the everyday look, and I'm gonna show you that now. That look, I do have to remove all of what I have on because it's going to be more like a front bun. So we're going to go with that look next. That was kind of the trendy look like years and years ago. People was always wearing that top knot, and that was really trendy. I don't like it as often as I used to. I prefer this. It's kind of like the Erykah Badu style. I like it like that. But the other look is cute too. It's a vibe or whatever. So let me take this down. And we're going to go with the other look. So for the other look, I'm still going to use my stocking cap, but I'm going to just put the stocking cap on. See, here's the scarf that I had, the skinnier scarf. So this one is not as bulky, but this is what I use as my makeshift bun. So now for this look, I'm going to put the stocking cap on first. So I have my stocking cap on. I told you I was shaved. So my hair is shaved, completely bald. Baldy. Bald head, skeleton wag. Ain't got no hair in the back. That's me. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so for this look, we're going to start with the skinny scarf. This is like, I guess you would call it a regular scarf. It's not like a maxi one, but it is very long. So it's long, but it's not as wide as the other ones. So we're going to start with this as the base. We're not going to use that maxi scarf this time because that one just gives it too much of a underneath. So with this scarf, it's going to be the front head turban. That's what I call it, the front head turban. I don't know what the girls call it, but that's what I call it, child. We're just going to tie a knot in the front like so. This time I'm taking my ears out because this is the base, and if you keep your ears in, you won't be able to get a really good close knot. Then I just kind of like do a little twisty twist. You don't have to go all the way to the end. I usually don't. I just twist it enough, and then you make a ball in the front. So yeah, I guess this is just considered a turban. Like, this is the real turban style. The other one was what you would probably consider a more like a Erykah Badu style. But this one is more so the turban because it's like a front knot. So then I kind of pull it back a little bit because I don't want it directly on my forehead, but I do want it kind of like, in a nice little spot or whatever. So for this look, I'm going to show you with both InCar and Jersey again. This is a different InCar that I have. Same length, 72 inches long, I believe, 22 inches wide. Wax style fabric. And we're just going to put it in the middle again. Basically, you're doing the same thing that you did with the other turban, the other Erykah Badu style, but you're going to tie the knot in the front. So you're going to tie the knot, tie it as tight as you can withstand. You can put it over the ears now because you don't, because the underscarf, you didn't put the underscarf under the ears. But like I said, if you're a girl who likes your ears out, you can take the ears out. But I like mine underneath. So here we go. It's as tight as I can go. Then you just take it and you wrap it around and tuck it. That's all, y'all. Wrap and tuck. That's it. So you wrap and tuck it. Oops. Sometimes you do have to play around with this, especially these wax style fabrics, because like I was saying, that they are really stiff. And so sometimes you just have to really, you know, play around with them. So that one is tucked, and here you go. So it's not as big and voluptuous as the first one. That's why I don't really go for this style that often, because like I was saying, like my face is a little bit bigger. Sorry if I'm looking over it. I'm looking at the mirror too. My face is a little bit bigger, and I feel like the Erykah Badu style method fits me better. But for some of y'all, this will work, little turban style. And yeah, that's how I achieved that look. Now, for the same style, turban style, front head turban style, if you want to use a different material, you can. And we're going to use the jersey. This is the black jersey. So basically, this is similar to the gray jersey, my everyday one. But this particular one is also some fabric that I got from having something else made, and so I don't know the length or anything like that. And as you can see, it's been cut, it's been pried, it's been pricked, it's been everything. And so this is the jersey material again. And like I said, y'all, jersey is just my go-to, because jersey is that girl when it comes to turbans. Like, you can tie jersey, you can mess up when you tie in jersey, like, and it's not, it is what it's gonna be. It's gonna look nice regardless how you tie it. So basically with this one, I'm not going to tie it in the middle like I did with the InCar. I'm just going to go in and wrap it around and keep wrapping it until I get the achieved look that I want. So here I'm just crisscrossing it in the front, pulling it to the back, crisscrossing it again in the back, crisscrossing it again in the front, crisscrossing it again in the back, and here's where I'm going to stop. So then you just tie it, crisscross a knot, you fix it, whatever needs to be fixed. So you see there was a little piece sticking out right there. I fixed that. Then you just tuck it again, y'all. Tuck it again, tuck it like how we did with the gray one. And then you just tuck it to the point where you feel like it fits the look that you're going for the best. So here I'm gonna just hold it at the top. Sometimes you have to hold it in place, because if you tucking it, sometimes you're kind of moving it around, and so you don't want to mess up what you already tied. So I'm just gonna tuck that part, and I'm gonna pull this one and tuck this part, y'all, and that's it. Now this I will wear every day sometimes if I'm trying to hurry up and go, because this one you literally just wrap. You ain't even gotta think about it. For me, because for the sake of the video, I want it to look nice for y'all. But for me, I've gotten to the point where I don't even, especially these jersey ones, y'all. A lot of times I don't even look in the mirror. I just sit there, boop, 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 and I'm gone, because I know with the jersey, it's going to be fine regardless of how it is. Like, the jersey one is the easiest. InCar, you kind of got to play with it. You got to, the wax material, you kind of got to, you know, play around with it because it's so stiff. But with the jersey material, it's really a go-to. So my suggestion for beginners is to go for the jersey material when you're trying to find a scarf, or go for, what is this material? It's not chiffon. It's kind of like a see-through linen style, girl. If you're from Houston, y'all know. Y'all know Harwin got everything, and I got these from the Harwin outlet. The lady, she be having all colors, and this is a great scarf too, because it's so big, it's so long, and you can achieve such a big knot with it. But I just kind of don't wear these on the outside anymore. I just use these for my underscarves, and then that's it, y'all. Like, literally, once you start doing it every day, do it right around the house, you know, play around with the scarves around the house until you feel comfortable going out with it. And then I promise you, you're gonna become an expert at it, because literally it's nothing. It's all in what you put into it, and that is what it is. Don't nobody have to tell you your scarf ain't tied right, because it's on your head, honey. And however you want it to look is how it's going to look. But this is how I do it. I used to wear like the ones in the back. I used to wear the little wrap around the head. I kind of don't like those on me anymore. My face is kind of matured, changed, or whatever the case is. So I prefer these two looks, either the top bun or either the Erykah Badu style bun. And those are my go-to looks, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, see y'all later. Bye.